After 10 days of silence, after a middle of the night breakdown over his late wife who passed away from cancer, Kyle Appleford is back on her channel today talking about buying a suit and finalizing wedding plans for a near future wedding. This while his audience continues to ask why the rush and why not put the brakes on this relationship for the benefit of your children and your future. All the while, in the background, ongoing questions remain about the use of GoFundMe monies, over $200,000 confirmed raised, and what is the timeline of his relationship with his new fiance, and when did that begin? Was that during the end of Jenny's cancer journey as she prepared to take her final breath on this earth, or was it after? These questions remain while Kyle Appleford prepares to start a new life with a blended family. All of this continuing on the page that his late wife Jenny Appleford created as a video diary to journal her cancer journey for her children who now remain after her passing. Today we are looking at the Apples channel, formerly Jenny Apple. And we aren't here to speculate on feelings, we are here to look at the data. We've analyzed thousands of comments on YouTube and Reddit discussions and other forums to distill down the 10 most pressing questions that Kyle Appleford channel viewers are asking. Questions that go beyond just moving on and strike at the heart of digital ethics and financial transparency. So why is the community so unsettled? Let's look at the facts. Before we get to the questions, we have to look at the atmosphere of betrayal. For years, this channel was a masterclass in vulnerability. But recently, the sentiment has shifted from an atmosphere of empathy to a deep sense of unease. Question number 1. The digital legacy. Jenny Appleford wrote her own channel description, a final letter of sorts to her children and her warriors. It was her digital headstone. So why was that deleted? The audience wants to know. Is the goal to preserve Jenny's memory and legacy, or to reinvent the channel for a new relationship? Question number 2. The timeline inquiry. Transparency is the currency of YouTube, and many viewers have noted discrepancies in the timeline of the new relationship. The question isn't that Kyle moved on, but it is, when did the relationship begin? And was the audience who were donating to a grieving widower given the full picture? Question number 3. Financial transparency. The Jenny Apple GoFundMe reached significant heights, and it was marketed for Jenny's treatments and the children's futures. When viewers see high-end travel and large purchases being made immediately after, they naturally ask, where is the line between personal inheritance and community-funded support? Question 4. The Buy Me a Coffee ethics. The channel continues to use monetization features such as Super Thanks. If the family has reached a level of financial stability that has afforded them to have luxury items and live a luxury style lifestyle, then the community is asking, is it ethical to continue to ask for support from a demographic that may be worse financially off than the creator himself? Question 5. Channel ownership. If this is a new beginning, why not start a new channel? Using 200,000 subscribers who had originally joined for a cancer journey to now launch a lifestyle vlog with a new partner is what Researchers call audience harvesting. The audience wants to know, why wasn't the community given the choice to opt in to this new content? Question number 6. The move to Arizona. Family dynamics are complex, but the community is interested in the children's support system. What is the plan to ensure that Ellis and Winnie remain in their deep-rooted connection to Jenny's family in California? Question 7. Professional support. Grief isn't a straight line. With a new parental figure being introduced so quickly, viewers are asking, are the children in consistent professional counseling to navigate these complex life changes? Question number 8. The mom branding. When a new partner is introduced as a mother figure, it creates what psychologists call a replacement narrative. The community asks, how do you balance honoring the late mother, Jenny Appleford, while integrating a new person without causing identity issues for the kids? Finally, we look at interaction, or lack thereof. Question number 9. The erasure of critique. Inquiry is not harassment. When respectful long-term followers ask for clarity and are then blocked, it creates something not very helpful. It creates an echo chamber. Why has the channel largely shifted to a positive vibes only channel when it was built on the raw truth? Question number 10. The values alignment. The channel tends to lean into faith-based values. However, many comments are questioning, why is it that the proposal period was done when one of the parties was still legally married, and why the rush to get married? So the question is, how do you reconcile the public values on one hand with the private decisions that are being documented on the other? As an investigative researcher, the data shows us one thing very clearly. Silence does not make questions go away. It actually makes them much louder. The viewers of the Apple's channel, the ones who are voicing skepticism and critique, they're not a hate mob. They were ones who sat in their living room and cried for a stranger that they never met, who was facing a significant health battle when the stakes couldn't be higher, when she had 2 children who were young, under the age of 10, who relied on her and loved her, and who she desperately wanted to be there for and couldn't. And when you invite viewers into your home for the hard parts, you can't suddenly wonder why they have an opinion about the confusing or angering parts. The community isn't asking for perfection, but they are asking for the same level of transparency that built the channel in the first place. And until these questions are answered, the gap between the creator, Kyle, and the community will continue to grow. What do you think? Do you think a creator is obligated to answer for the shift in narrative and other questions that their viewers are having? Or is their private life truly private when the record button stops? Let's discuss this respectfully in the comments, where every voice deserves to be heard. And I'm continuing to follow the Kyle Appleford story on the YouTube channel in live time. So if you're interested, please subscribe. Thanks for watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next.